Hello, Ija Martins, licensed marriage and family therapist, couples therapist. So today I want to record a video for you, people with loved ones that with ADHD and kind of have a reaction to their ADHD presentations. So this video is not for you to use to diagnose, to judge, to blame your partner or your loved one with ADHD. This video is for you to take a look at yourself in reaction to their presentation of ADHD symptoms and how that impacts your life and your relationship. Ready? So I wanted to take a snapshot of where you are right now. If you're feeling calm and relaxed and chill, we'll label that as a color green. And if you feel a little bit activated, a little bit edgy, a little bit frustrated, but it's manageable, we'll label it as a yellow. And if you feel like you just want to storm out right now and you're so angry and you have such strong feelings and stress, we'll label that as a red. So take a snapshot of where you are and how you're feeling right now. Notice your breath, if it's a shallow or is it deep. And notice your heartbeat. Is it beating pretty fast, palpable, or is it pretty slow and rhythmic? And notice your body temperature. Are you comfortable? Are you feeling warm or cool? What's the air surrounds you like? And pay attention to any part of your body, either any tension or any tone that's overtoned or any undertoned. Notice what's happening in you. If there's any discomfort, pain even, just take a snapshot of that. It is where you are, how you're feeling in this moment. And now I'm going to read to you some of the common symptoms of ADHD and how is that presenting in your relationship. And not all of them are exclusive to ADHD impacted behavior. So some of them could be caused by, other situations. But I'm just giving you some examples to put you in a situation so where you can feel what it might be like if a loved one with ADHD present this way. How's that for you? So think about your loved one forget to text or call you when you're separated. Forget to check in on you, say when they're on a trip. They forget about your important dates like anniversary, birthday, or special occasions that's unique to the two of you. They forget to attend to certain household chores that you ask them and reminded them to do, like taking out the compost, for example, or putting down the toilet seats, or shopping for certain items. Your loved one might be late for special occasions like family events or children's activity, celebrations, because they forget or they get wrapped up in something due to inattention or distraction. They could be irritated in the morning or any given time of the day, say when they are cooking or attending to family events, and they had a hard time controlling and attending to their emotions and stress. They cannot contain that and they spill out to everyone. That they could be hypersensitive to anything that sounds like would be perceived like criticism or judgment. They could be impulsive in shopping, eating, gambling. They may have low resistance to sugar, alcohol, certain substance, porn, gadgets, social media, etc. Take a deep breath in and let it out. That was a lot. Does any of those ring a bell to you that you resonate with, that you see in your loved one with ADHD? We're on the process of exploring diagnosis of ADHD. What is that for you? Take another snapshot. How's your breath? How's your heart rate? How's your body tone? How's your posture, your facial expression, and what's like inside of you? Do you notice any sensations inside of your body? For example, you may sense the heat rising up in your chest, into your head. You may notice your heart beats faster, like a butterfly in the stomach. You may notice some part of your body tense up, like your throat, your jaw, your chest. Or maybe there's a knot in the stomach that's like really tight, squeaky, and feeling really stirred inside. Or you may notice that you have a hard time breathing. All of those are body sensations that are so human and normal when you're under stress and when you're activated. That's telling you that you're leaving the green zone, you're going to the yellow or even red. Any feelings got stirred up inside. So those sensations may be indicators of certain feelings arise inside of you. It could be frustration, anger, hurt, anxiety, sadness, guilt, shame. All of those are human emotions that in response to certain triggering events. Or maybe you are noticing thoughts that come to you more prevalent. And what are you telling yourself when you hear those situations? Some examples could be, they don't care about me or us. They don't love me or us. Or they are childish, they're scary, they're abusive, or they are narcissistic. It's all about them. There's no room for me. They are immature, they're deadbeats. Any of those thoughts are part of the process when you're in response to stress. Well, what would you like to do? Any impulses you want to act out, you want to act on, thinking about those situations? Do you have an impulse to leave or blame the other person or to fix them or take care of them? Do you want to tell them something? So all of that, sensations, feelings, and thoughts, impulses, are our human indicators that something got stirred up in us. And there could be a part of you or many parts of you that are suffering from this, from those behaviors from your loved one with ADHD. And you're activated, and there's certain energy that's got constrained inside of you that's not freed. So those parts of you that's having those stories, those sensations and emotions, impulses, they're all part of us that is calling to be integrated and to be heard and understood. So I have a couple of names. I'd like to give nicknames to those parts that need attention. And I categorize them as two categories. There could be many little mini versions. So one category is called, I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. Examples could be, I'm not enough, that I always fail, that I could do better, that I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not slim enough, I'm not efficient enough, I'm lazy, I'm stupid. All of those belong to the category of I am not enough. The other category is they're not enough. There's a lot of judgment and accusation. There could be that they're lazy, that they're not on top of things, they're not organized, they're not mature enough, they cannot put things together, they don't care. Those are all like about the partner. It's externalizing. So all of those little parts are fairly universal. Most people have those voices inside, and those parts that need to be attended to. And what's really covering all of this up, my understanding is they're not enough in some way is to cover up the pain of I'm not enough, I'm not lovable. And the deep inside of the roots that we all want is to be seen, to be heard, to be accepted for who we are, to be loved unconditionally. And when we don't get those needs met, and we come up with stories and parts to yearn for that and trying to achieve those goals, and unsuccessfully, unfortunately. So in the next video, I want to get into the details of all those little parts and voices, that we give them more names and explore the stories, and notice how they tend to pair up together, come together in pairs in you and your partner. And those parts are talking, interacting with each other. Sometimes they get into a role lock. They cannot get out of that. And that's when couples come to me with this lock of roles. And they're not freed from that dynamic, even though they suffer so much. So stay tuned. If you have any those names that you have for your parts that get in the way, feel free to leave me a message down below on comments and let me know what is the name of your parts that's getting in the way in response to your partner's ADHD. Till next time.